Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is going to be a little different than something you'd normally see on my channel. It's snowing in Texas. It has been for a few days. It is Thursday, February 18th. Excuse my raspy voice. It is the morning. I just woke up, taking Gatsby out for a quick bathroom break. But as you can see, the snow is coming down again. This should be the last little bit of snow flurries that we receive until this winter storm slowly goes away. The first time that this snow that you see on the ground now is from Monday, and it's been so cold it has not had time to fully melt. So it's definitely less than when it first got here, but there's still quite a bit. The roads are still icy. I mean, as you can see, the snow flurries are coming. Luckily, it's not as cold as it was the days before. The roads right in front of the main street in front of my house are definitely icy. It's like a skating rink. So luckily there's no cars on the road trying to drive in it. But just wanted to show you guys and give a quick update on the status of this winter storm in Austin. I'll take this over the blizzard that we got Sunday night any day. At least the temperatures aren't in the teens or single digits like they were earlier this week. And we are still in a citywide boiling water notice. So everybody in the city is required to boil their water before drinking or using it or cooking it, or giving it to their pets. So that is still being resolved. Just taking it day by day. But I didn't show my face earlier this morning. I just really wanted to kind of give an update on the weather itself. But that was like at 10 o'clock. It's now about 12:30, almost 1. And the snow flurries are still coming down. It should be the last day that we get snow, and then the snow will have time to melt. So it's still like, I think barely above freezing. It's like in the 30s. But as you can see, I'm on a main road right here in front of my house, and there's no cars. Really, I see maybe one every few minutes, but they're usually going slow. But yeah, the snow flurries are still coming. This is the hopefully last round of snow that we have before we go back to some warmer temperatures. But yeah, I just thought I'd update you guys on the situation. We still have the boil water notice in effect. It's now like 2.5 hours later since I last talked to you guys. And the snow is still looking pretty much the same, if not more. It's starting to pile up. Since it's been snowing the past like 2 or so hours, I would say we're getting an additional like inch to 2 inches of snow on top of what was already there. Most of the snow hasn't had time to melt, so it's just kind of piling up. But just keeping an eye on things. We have hot water still, thankfully. Electricity is on. Just the boil water notice is in effect at the moment, so waiting on updates there. Still working, still doing Zoom calls, and moving as fairly normal with work as I can. Obviously keeping track of the temperature and the climate and everything like that. Making sure our pipes are good. But yeah, I think that's really it. I think Austin in general is pretty tired of snow at this point. We were real excited at one point, but I cleared like the sidewalk at the very least of snow so we could safely walk. But yeah, this is crazy. I think this hasn't happened since like the 80s. I'll have to check if that's accurate, but it's something like this hasn't happened in like decades. So this is like, Austin wasn't prepared for this. That's clear. And there's so many people who live in Austin now that it's just kind of impossible to control until the weather improves. Checking in on family every day. Luckily almost everybody is getting electricity back, but it's taking some time, naturally. And yeah, it's just crazy. That's really all I can say. I'm just ready for the sun to come out, and as beautiful as this snow is, after days and days of it, in the south where we're not used to this, it is a lot. So that's all for now. I'll keep you updated. Okay, hope you're enjoying this video so far. When the snow first started, he wanted nothing to do with it, and now that it's been a few days, he has gotten brave after seeing dogs walk through it. So it's now hard to control where he walks, because he just walks wherever he wants now, whereas before he would not have been doing what he's doing now. He has little legs, and he doesn't realize the snow is almost taller than it. You won't see in this video was the beginning half of this storm. Like I said, it started on Sunday. It was like blizzard-like. Snow was very, very heavy. And when we woke up Monday morning, which was President's Day, we had like 6 inches of snow, more in some places, in some areas. And the snow has yet to melt. It's now Thursday, and we've gotten probably another inch or 2 this morning from light snow flurries that we have been receiving. Trees have ice on them, plants have ice on them. I mean, there's snow and ice everywhere at this point. And over 200,000 people in Austin didn't have electricity. And luckily, thankfully, our house wasn't one of them. We had a different electric company than the majority of Austin, which was just a blessing, really. And so we didn't have to go without electricity, but thousands of other families did. And they had freezing houses. Some houses were colder than it was outside, and had to go to friends and family's houses to find shelter. So it was just really hard for a lot of people. The only really big thing that happened to us was our pipes were, for the hot water, were frozen. So a neighbor let us use his ceramic heater to de-thaw those and defrost those yesterday, which was Wednesday. So we got hot water for the first time since the beginning of the storm yesterday afternoon, and we were able to finally shower and like experience hot water for, after like 3 or so days, which was not as bad as people who were without electricity. I can't even imagine having your home colder than outside, 30 degrees, sometimes lower, and just no electricity for days on end. They had originally said it was going to be a rolling blackout for some, but that ended up turning into days and hours and hours. My grandfather being one of them, he did not have electricity for like 3 days. And thankfully he had a fireplace. He did not want to leave his house. He really wanted to make sure his house was in good shape, so he didn't want to go with family. But thankfully he has electricity now, and we have hot water again. We are just on that boil water notice now, and that's really affecting the entire city at this point. But like I said, it's towards the end of it, the storm, and I think that's really all that I didn't update you guys on. The roads, I mean, it was just the most snow I've ever seen in Texas anyway, and hoping that it gets better. So really thinking about families who were in a much worse position than we were, and yeah, it's just, it's hard. It's hard for some families. Luckily, we're in a neighborhood where we have like a Facebook group, and the neighbors are being amazing. They have offered to provide food. They've provided groceries. Some have with really good four-wheel drive, or just like really heavy-duty trucks have been taking trips to the grocery store and getting groceries for people who were stranded at home with not a reliable car and not a safe car to be on the road. And just neighbors are just helping out each other. Like I said, a neighbor walked 30 minutes just to give us his ceramic portable heater so we could get hot water again, and he had done that for 4 other neighbors before me, and is more than willing to offer it to anyone else after me. So that just goes to show you how much the neighborhood is helping right now, just because we have no choice but to stay in our homes for days on end, and most of us can't really go anywhere. I know I, for one, have a Honda Accord, so I definitely, my tires aren't the best, so I'm definitely staying home until the ice fully melts. My husband's been home for the entire week as well. So yeah, it just all comes down to community and people helping out other people, which has really been the saving grace of this, and has really brought everybody together. And yeah, it's just, when it comes down to stuff like this and stuff that you're not used to, the best way to survive is to help each other out, and that's what we're doing. All right, guys, I'm gonna take you along with me to check the mail. I got my first mail delivery since last week. Naturally, the delivery, any sort of delivery, Amazon, USPS, FedEx, UPS, anything you name it, has been delayed and postponed throughout this whole week, so we haven't received any mail. So I got a notification that something was delivered, so I'm going to check. But having to walk slow through this ice, as you can see, our trash and recycle is still there from Monday, because the trash and recycle trucks weren't able to come due to weather conditions, unsafe weather conditions, and ice on the road. Cars were skidding everywhere, and it was doing a lot of damage because many people didn't stay home or couldn't stay home due to work. Okay, I made it. Sure enough, I had a few pieces of mail. We'll see what it is.
Hello.
Hola, abuela.
Ay, oye, mucho frío.
Mucho frío, tengo mucho frío.
Oh, sí.
¿Qué
¿Qué
está?
estás haciendo?
I just got done with work.
Oh, you start working?
Oh, but I'm at home. I work from home.
Oh, okay.
So I just got done working. I turned off my computer.
Oh, okay.
Are you staying warm?
Yeah. And no nos han cortado la luz.
Oh, they didn't turn off the lights?
No.
And you have water?
Yeah.
You do?
It's water de yoga. You know.
Oh, yeah. Well, good thing you got to stay warm.
Yeah.
You got to stay warm.
I put a lot of blouses anyway. You know, I put 3 blouses.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and this chaleco.
Did you stay warm though?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. You saw the snow?
Oh, ya se fue para San Antonio.
Who? Oh, the snow? Yep.
Así the news. I'm watching the news de Telemundo.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, and dice, va para San Antonio todo el snow.
Oh, really? Golly. So the snow's over there now.
Yeah.
Today should be our last day of snow, hopefully.
I think ya está, pero estaba fez cayendo, you know.
Oh, it was coming down fast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This morning.
Así through the window.
This morning it was.
Yeah, y andé todavía como a las 3, todavía estaba.
Yeah?
Mucho.
That's crazy.
Dile a tu grandma que no salga.
No, she hasn't went anywhere, thankfully.
A picture of the sun. It came out. I'm playing with Mother Earth today.
Oh, gosh.
Mother Earth and I were playing together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I called you and then you didn't answer. I said, what is it with y'all not answering y'all's FaceTimes?
I answered mine.
No, I know.
I was praying my rosary.
Yes. Praying your rosary is very important.
It's very important because after I finished praying my rosary, the sun came out.
Oh, Grandma was telling me what she was going to make for dinner. She said wontons and rice and something. What else?
Butternut squash.
Butternut squash.
What kind of
She's,
stuff? The snafu is that?
you know, she makes up her own inventions.
I have what I have, and I'm not going. Don't even tell me to go to the store. I'm not going to the store. I'm gonna make what up.
Do you have enough food, Mom?
But that's why I have to think of what to make.
Improvise.
I mix all kinds of different like a meal because I'm making whatever I have.
But do you have plenty in your freezer?